So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create this very soft glam look. It's very subtle and it's super easy to achieve. So if you want to learn how to do this makeup look, just keep on watching. So I like to start off with my brows first, and all the products I'm using today are going to be from Benefit Cosmetics. So I'm going to be using the Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and I use 4.5. So I'm going to be brushing them upwards. I always like to start in the middle. And then we're going to move on to the beginning of the brow and just create a line with the same pencil. I'm just going to fill in the rest of my brow lightly. And then I just follow the natural shape of my eyebrow. Now we're going to conceal the bottom of the eyebrows with the highbrow pencil. Now with the flat brush, we're going to go ahead and just clean up the eyebrow. Okay, now that I did the other eyebrow, I'm going to set my eyebrows with the 24-hour brow setter. So we're going to brush these hairs up, and then the rest, just brush them sideways. Alright, so now we're going to do the eyes. I'm going to be using two palettes today. I'm going to be using the Araceli Jalisco eyes. And then I'm also going to be using It's All Good from Colourpop. I'm going to set my eyes using the Plouise in the color Rumor. I'm going to use this brush from e.l.f. It's like a little flat brush. The first shade that I'm going to grab is from the Colourpop palette, and it's called All About It right here. To apply it, I'm going to be using a Morphe by Jaclyn Hill brush, and it's JH30. So what I'm going to do with this color is just pack it on all over my eyelid. So moving on to the Araceli palette, we're going to take the shade Sombrero. And we're going to be taking another Morphe brush. This one is M573. So we're going to focus on putting it on the outer corner. And with whatever is left over on the brush, we're just going to drag it over here. And going back into the Colourpop palette, we're going to use the shade Vibes, which is a really dark brown right here in the end. And now I'm going to be taking M513. So with this color, we're just going to use it for our outer corner. And I'm going to do kind of like a V shape. Back to the Araceli palette, I'm going to take the shade Horchata. I'm going to be using a flat brush. And the flat brush that I'm using is going to be from Colourpop. It's E30. So basically this color is going to be my base to my shimmer. It doesn't have to be so neat. Now for the shimmer, I'm going to be using the Super Shock Shadow from Colourpop in Peekaboo. Now I'm basically just going over the other eyeshadow. Since it is going to be a soft look, I'm going to be smoking out my eyeliner instead of doing a wing liner so it doesn't look too sharp. The eyeliner I'm going to be using is from Araceli, and it's Ojos Perfectos Gel Eyeliner. So I'm just going to make a line right here, and it doesn't have to be perfect or anything because remember, we are going to be smoking it out. Oh, fuck. And I'm going to be making it a little bit more thick on the outer corner. Alright, it looks a little bit sloppy right now, but now we're going to go in to the shade Cafe. I'm going to take another brush from the Jaclyn Hill collection, and it's JH39. So what I'm going to be doing first is going over the eyeliner just so I can make the eyeliner more powdery in a way, so it's easier for me to blend it out. And after I finish doing that, I'm just going to start blending from the outside. So for my mascara, I'm just going to be using a Too Faced Better Than Sex. Now my lashes are from Glamifyme in the style Mood. I don't have the box because I already used them. We're just going to place it in the middle and then attach the outer corner and attach the inner corner. So we got the lashes on. We're feeling like a bad bitch now. So for the primer, I'm going to be using Too Faced Primed and Peachy. Since it's a mattifying primer, I like to focus it on where I get oily the most, which is my nose. When I use this primer, I like barely ever have to touch up, I swear. For foundation, I'm going to be using my currently favorite. It's the Flawless Stay Foundation by Beauty Creations. And I'm going to apply the foundation with the Beauty Blender from Glamifyme. So this foundation has a really good coverage. And you can build it up to be very full coverage since it is kind of thick. The difference between the bottom half of my face to my forehead is crazy. I hella forgot to say what shade I was in the foundation, but I am 5.5. And for concealer, I'm going to be using the Morphe concealer in the shade C2.15. Now with the concealer, we're just going to place it on the T-zone. And now we're going to blend it out. This concealer is my favorite concealer. It's so light and full coverage at the same time. So now that we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and set our face with setting powder. I'm going to be using the Banana Bread from Huda Beauty. So I'm going to go in with the same beauty blender and I'm just going to pat it under my eyes. And I'm also going to do the bridge of my nose. And then my chin. And also my forehead. Alright, and now with the really big brush from Real Techniques, I'm just going to brush away all that extra powder. And using that same powder, I'm going to bring it down to my neck. No, I'm still going to leave the powder under my eyes and nose just because that's where I get oily and I really want to make sure it doesn't get oily. So I'm going to be using a bronzer from Fenty Beauty and this one is in the shade Sunstalker. I'm going to grab another brush from Morphe M530. I like to start up here and work my way down. And then once I get to my cheekbone, I kind of create this little U. So for my forehead, honestly, I put a lot of bronzer. We want to make that forehead look smaller. Moving on to blush, I'm going to use my favorite blush. It's from Urban Decay and it's in the shade Score. The brush I'm going to be using for the blush is from 6 Plus. It's just a really big brush. Pack it on my cheekbone. And I bring it upwards kind of to blend it in with my bronzer so it doesn't look like it's only in the front of my cheekbones. So I'm going to go back in with my Beauty Blender and the powder and I'm just going to cut my bronzer. So going back to the eyes, now we're gonna work on the lower lash. So using my Araceli eyeliner, I'm just gonna put it on my waterline. And going back in with the palette, I'm gonna use the shade Sombrero. I'm just gonna put it on my lower lash. So now I'm gonna darken it up a little bit more and I'm gonna use the color Café. This time I wanna get it closer to my waterline. And I also only want to focus it on the outer corner. Now I'm going to remove the powder and I'm going to do it downwards so I don't get a harsh line. For my highlight, I'm going to be using a highlighter from Jcat and it's in Pink Goddess. I like my highlight to kind of look wet, so what I do is I set my face before and I apply it on while it's still a little wet. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe Setting Spray. So I'm going to take M510 and I'm just going to apply it on the high points of my cheek. I also apply it on my chin and my nose and my temples. So now I'm going to take a highlight from Focullure in Starlight and I'm going to use this to highlight the inner corner of my eyes. Last but not least, we're going to move on to the lips. I'm going to show you my go-to lip combo. I'm going to use a lip liner from Italian Deluxe in light brown. I'm going to be using a lipstick from Makeup Revolution in Inclination. And then also, to top it off, I'm going to be using a lip gloss from LA Colors in Dollface. I'm going to follow my natural shade. I don't really like to overline my lips because I feel like with my lips, you can tell. Moving on to the lipstick, I'm going to apply it where I didn't put the eyeliner. I just realized I said eyeliner. And now to top it off with the lip gloss. Alright, so this is the final look. So thank you so much for watching this. If you watched it all the way through, you're a real one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna definitely be doing some more videos. Let me know if you have any suggestions on what videos to make.